Sanibonani bafowethu ninjani mina ngisase-right ngisasemnandi bafowethu. Ngibona ubaba uphakela umthakathi la uthi ngomhla ka-30 June the deadline ukuthi abantu bangaphandle baphume baphele eSouth Africa. So ngicela ukubuza ke bafowethu ukuthi lewe ngicabanga ngakhona abantu bangaphandle bazohamba eSouth Africa na bonke. And enye into engididayo mina manje abasho ukuthi ama-illegal immigrants but abantu bangaphandle foreigners, and the foreigners in their minds are those who comes from neighboring countries or in Africa. Kanti ama-foreigner abobani kahle kahle abobani ama-foreigners, because ngokwazi kwami foreigner is a white, black, Indian, colored, wherever. Uma ungaphuma eSouth Africa uyi-foreigner. So dewe besho ngakhona ngibona nale video la wadibana nomunye umjitha, ngazi ukuthi lo mjitha wasekhona wambuza ukuthi bafowethu uphuma apho wena mfowethu. Lo mjitha athi mina ngiphume ekhona. Kanti usafunani la because sitheni hambe nina. Akabuza ukuthi une passport or unamaphepha or kanjani. So ukuthi lento liyaqonda manje yacaca ukuthi kuliwa nama foreigner ase-Africa. So bafowethu ngifuna ungitshengisa ke, ngifuna ungitshela ukuthi le mpilo is not about foreigners, and uma ngicala impi nama foreigners akusiwo wonke umuntu wase-South Africa ezonda abantu bangaphandle. Nikhumbule lokho. Kuzolwa nini ama-South Africans uqala before nifinyelele kuma foreigners? Kuzolwa nina kucala, kuzolwa ama-South Africans. Ngiyantshela bafowethu dewehlele ngakhona. Ningacabangeli nina nodwa la. Kunabantu abaningi baphila ngalabantu bavela ngaphandle. So uma ngicala le mpilo ningakhohlwa ukuthi nama-South Africans azoba infected. So bafowethu ngicela nicommenteni ningitshele ukuthi ngomhla ka-30 June sho bonke abantu bangaphandle bazohamba, ngisho nabelungu phela lapha namashayina yonke indawo. Uma uthi foreigner u-include nabo labo ngibashola, u-include nabo labantu ngibashola.
The bad Nigerians are going to ruin South Africa's passport the same way that they have ruined Nigeria's passport. South African people, this video is a political one, talking about the situation that is currently happening in South Africa. If we as South Africans don't support March in March, Jacinta and the Abahambe movement, I am telling you, your children will pay globally in the future. The bad Nigerians are going to ruin the South African passport the same way they've ruined the Nigerian passport for good Nigerian people. There are so many cases, and I'm going to play a video right after I speak, where Nigerians are going abroad. One is to Japan, the other one is to Ireland, the UK, many places, and they are going to those places saying they are South African. They are going to those places with fake South African documents, claiming to be South African. The world knows us as South Africans. When we go to countries, we travel legally. When we go to countries, we go there with the best intentions to work, to upskill ourselves, to study. The bad Nigerians is going to ruin and weaken our passport for South Africans the same way they have ruined and weakened the Nigerian passport for the good Nigerian people. UAE don't want Nigerians. Seychelles don't want Nigerians. All the countries in the world are rejecting the Nigerian passport, regardless of whether this Nigerian person is a good person or whether they are a criminal. But now there's a trend of Nigerians going to other places, other countries in the world, using a fake South African passport and claiming to be South African. I'm telling you now, it's only going to take literally a year or 2 years for the reputation of the South African passport to be ruined. Because when they get to places like Japan, when they get to places like the UK, if that Nigerian is arrested for what they are doing, it's going to be said in those news outlets in that country, a South African, because they go according to that fake passport they found on the person, was found dealing drugs, prostituting women, kidnapping for ransom, all these things. South Africans, please think about the future, your children, that you say to them every day, Mommy wants you to go abroad to study. Mommy wants you to go see the world. Daddy wants you to spread your wings and fly. If you do not support Jacinta, March on March, March in March, and the movements that the illegal foreigners in our country must pack their stuff and go, you are aiding and abetting to the destruction of the South African passport in the very near future. Nigerians are going abroad to many countries with fake South African passports, claiming to be South African, and then when they are caught in their filthy dealings, they declare that they are South African, and it will be very quick for that rumor to spread that these South African people are now taking over from what the Nigerians have been doing. The bad Nigerians in South Africa are going to ruin the reputation of the South African passport for every South African, the same way that the bad Nigerian from Nigeria ruined the Nigerian passport for every Nigerian. It's not about feelings, it's about facts. In this world, as we see with Israel and the US, it takes very little for a country's reputation to be ruined, and it takes very little for people now to want nothing to do with those people of that country. Okay? As we see with the blue and white, a mark of David, even though they are innocent people from that country, because the leadership is doing what they're doing, the world wants nothing to do with them. In Thailand, they're chasing them out. Okay? In Greece, they're banning them from shops. Okay? Please understand the future that you want for your children. It only takes a couple of arrests of bad cats all over the world for that fake passport to be found, and then for the country to be given a bad label. It's not about feelings. We really do not care who helped who in what war. We don't care. We are here now. We have to look out for our children. So please, South Africans, if you do not support the current organizations in South Africa that are trying to conserve South Africa for South Africans and get rid of the filth that has been walking over our borders just to come and destroy, please understand you are cutting off the necks, the feet of your children for the South African passport, because that passport will lose power because of people pretending to own it and using it to do their filthy dealings all over the world.
Nigerians are getting these South African passports and they're going to other countries to commit crime. As you've seen, they're going to Tokyo, they're going to the UK, but committing crimes under the South Africa passport. This is putting like a bad reputation on the South Africa. Pretty soon their passport is going to weaken and they're going to be banned or placed on visa restrictions like Nigeria is, because you have these people getting these passports of nations that they don't really, that's not their origins, and going elsewhere committing these crimes. Now I see why people are so protective when it comes to issuing out these passports, because it's just not about that individual, but it's about the country's reputation. As you can see, with Nigeria is known for all that fraud, kidnapping, all that stuff that's happening out there, and that's why their visas are so restricted and they have travel bans in countries. And now, if South Africa doesn't do anything to protect their passport, South Africa may be in the same position.